Hi and welcome to this tutorial on filters, and we're looking at module 2 now and managing data. And filters are used to select specific sets of data from a larger data table. So we have a data set here, we have some dates, refund number, the refund value, the sales rep and the region. And let's say we wanted to filter this out so we only were able to pull up everything for region south. But we can do this using the filter function, and the filter function is found on the data ribbon filter. So to turn on the filters, we will highlight the header row, we will select filter, and when we select filter we see these little down arrows here come into play. Now if we select this one for region, we can see it pulls up all of the regions, and what we can do is we can untick select all so nothing will be selected, and if we select south and press OK, it actually filters your data set so only the south items come up. Now when we have south filtered, we could also filter by the sales rep. So let's say in this case we only want Mary, and we can see then it has sub-filtered the south by Mary. Now to turn off the filters, or to even know what filters are on, you'll see here in your little filter box a little down arrow, and that suggests that this filter is currently in use. So if you click it and select all, it's going to turn off that particular filter, and if you select this one here as well and also select all, it's going to turn off the first filter that we applied. Now to remove the filters, what you need to do then is go back to your data ribbon and press filter, and that will toggle on or off your filters. Just one other thing on working with basic filters is the setup of your data source. So in the setup of your data source, we have no blank column in between the headers, and we also have no complete blank row. Now you can have a blank cell within a row, but you can't have a complete blank row, or it's going to see it as the end of the data source. Advanced filter can also be found in the data ribbon. An advanced filter allows you to filter the data in its current location or place, or filter the data and extract it somewhere else. You can select advanced filter from the data ribbon, and when you're using advanced filter, what you need to do is you need to build a criteria table, and you need to ensure that you include the row headers in the criteria table. So in this workbook you'll see that we have built the criteria tables for you, and we have a criteria table for one criteria here, and we also have tables for multiple criteria. And what we're going to do is we're going to extract the lists to new destinations. So what we're going to do is we're going to select advanced filter, and that will bring up this dialog box. And the first thing it says is filter this list in place or copy to another location. And we're going to copy it to another location just for this example. The list range is the range that you want to actually filter. So I'm going to just drag this list down to make sure that we have got the entire list, and press that button. And then the criteria range. Now the criteria range, what you need to do is you need to actually select your criteria table. So if we scroll up here, I'm going to move this over. Our criteria table for our one criteria are these cells here. So this criteria table includes the row headers, which matches your original data, and it also includes the criteria. So in this particular example, what we want to do is we want to extract all of the details that include the sales rep of Mary. So we've only got one criteria. It says here copy to, and where are we going to copy it to? Well, let's just copy it down here for the moment into cell H18 and select OK. And you see there now what has happened is it's extracted out all the data for Mary as per the filter that we set. So when you have multiple criteria and all of the criteria must be met, you need to ensure that these criteria are in the same row of the criteria table. So have a look here at the second table that we built. So all of these criteria, so it has to be greater than 900, it has to be for Mary, and it has to be for the region of North. So all of them must be met to extract this particular data. So it's the same as the AND function. So it has to be over 900, and it has to be for Mary, and it has to be for North. So again, let's go to our advanced filter, and we will copy to another location, and we check our list range and we make sure our list range is correct. We check our criteria range, and in this case it's selecting the wrong set, so we're going to move it down to the second table. And we want to put it this time, let's just put the data over here and select OK. And we can see there now that we have selected only Mary's refunds that are in the region north that are greater than 900. So that's the second type of criteria, and that's when you have multiple criteria and all of them must be met. When you have multiple criteria and only some of the criteria must be met, then the criteria must be on different rows. So we'll have a look at this third criteria table, and we'll see that our criteria headers are the same as that of our original data source. And in this case, Mary and South are on the same row. So that means both Mary and South criteria must be fulfilled to extract them. So it's not going to extract Mary for North. And then Joe and North are on a second row. So it's also going to extract these. So anybody for Joe, that's from the North. But it's not going to extract Joe from the South. So let's have a look at putting in our advanced filter. So advanced filter, we know our list range is correct, our criteria range, and we select our criteria table. And we're going to copy it to, in this circumstance, we're going to copy it to, and we'll put it down here and select OK. And we can see now that we have Joe's for the North, Mary for the South, another Joe for the North, and another Mary for the South, but it didn't take any Marys for the North because North wasn't listed in here. You can also use the advanced filters to extract a unique list. Now what I've done in this sample data is I've actually duplicated some data. I've put this refund in twice. You can see the values there on them are in there twice quite clearly, and I've done that on purpose to show you how you can use the advanced filter to extract a unique list. So let's have a look. We'll go to advanced filter, copy to another location, and we're going to select unique records only. Now we make sure our table of data is correct, and this time our criteria we're going to leave blank. Now we're going to put this into cell N19 and we're going to hit OK, and we'll scroll over, and we can see quite clearly now it's actually excluded the duplicate that was entered in there. So that's how you would use advanced filter to extract a unique list. In next week's video, I'm going to show you another way how to remove duplicates. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Goodbye now.